go. Hello there. We are back today with another episode of Runarcana Arcane Descent, episode 8. We might lack some people, but we don't lack that of gameplay. We are still here to do our thing, as it may be shorter or longer delay depending on what happens in this dismay. Would anybody here care to give that of a small little recap or a small bit of inspiration, which may or may not be needed today? Who knows?
I'd rather die.
That's it's in game.
Right.
In game.
Yeah.
Yeah, in game.
I don't know. I think maybe out of all of us, there's probably one person who needs the inspiration more than anybody else. So, take it away, Johnny boy. If you want.
In character recap. Okay.
let's go.
Let's see here. I think I started about a week ago. Yeah, a week ago I fell into a tunnel, killed a bunch of rats, and jumped down into a triangle underneath the city, a triangle of pipes, the Pipural triangle. What happened during that week? Well, the other three found clubs and activities, formed a club themselves, made friends, talked to people. Cece immediately wrote and finished one of Maury's assignments. And Maury graded a bunch of papers. I'm honestly still lost at how I'm talking to a cat on a book, but it's okay. Maury is talking to an old man in a watch. Or, well, an old man who owns a watch. One of the two. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Well.
so lost.
I love the idea of doing it in character. That's really fucking fun.
Yeah, you get inspiration for that. I actually like that.
Yeah. That
From
shit's
now on,
great.
that's the new rule.
I have to do one next session then.
Oh my goodness.
If I
Anyways,
remember to write it.
you guys, you go ahead and get that of your inspiration there, Johnny boy. As I will say, continuing on from there, there's a few directions, few different people, few different scenes we're gonna go through here. But I think the first and foremost thing that we should address here, is looking at that of once again deep down in the depths of the Pipe Euro Triangle. We go down to where we find that of the sanctuary of the people of the Pipe Euro Triangle, which are a bunch of Nocti that you'd find out, obviously. With that said, I'm gonna put you. You come yourself face to face with that of a cat, essentially. That of a cat being probably no taller than that of, I know they probably have her weight and height, but I'm just gonna take a guess and say about 3 feet. Probably about no taller than 3 feet. Probably honestly weighs only a dozen or so pounds comparative to what you may or may not think. And even then, she seems to be very assertive at the very moment, as this meeting that you have with her in a one-on-one situation where, you know, you've got the door closed behind you, but it's just her, this kind of empty dirt-like room, and some like random knickknacks, if not like cat-like knickknacks all around. Looking at that of the cat, as she has proclaimed to you, what is it that you want? Or, well, more so in the words of who dares comes up to her domain.
I, I well, name-wise, I'm John Wick.
I forget that's the last name.
Wait,
And-
like a candle?
Like the candle.
Hmm.
But
What else?
well, I'm looking to find a way out of this triangle.
Come on,
but
hurry up. I'm
I
kind of
was
in.
also wondering if there was anything that you needed from me in exchange for that.
What are you exactly asking me here?
Well, I'm looking for a way out of the Pipural Triangle. I need to head back to the University of Biltover.
Right. But why would you want to leave the Pipural Triangle? Don't you
Because
see how
I
great
can't-
it is here?
I have commitments and a job and
What?
yes. It's I
What?
have commitments and a job.
Speak up.
I
What?
have ma'am, I have commitments and a job.
Whoa, whoa, calm down. You're so loud. You're gonna hurt my ears. What are we talking about?
Apologies. A way out of the
Who are you?
Imperial Triangle. My name is John. Last name is Wick. Yes, like the candle.
Oh, like the candle.
That is what I just said. Yes.
Well, the issue comes down to why would I want to leave here? I would have to help and guide you out, right?
Well, regardless, I was also wondering if there was anything else, anything that you needed help with that I could help with.
Nope. But you can just go join the forces and bring me mice, just like the rest of them do.
You do realize there's like a massive nest above this triangle, right?
And you do realize you're talking to you're talking to Scout Leader Yumi, the one who's in charge here. She puffs out her little chest.
So if I get you mice, will you at least tell me the way out?
It's not really something I can just tell you about. So, no. But you can join the workforce. She starts to lick her paw and scratches herself a little bit.
So the options are join the workforce or leave on your own and try to find your way back to Victor. Okay.
Yep. And don't get eaten if you try to do that either. I tell you what, it's been great here too. I don't see why you would even want to leave this place in the first place. She kind of
Because I have a
stretches
job
herself.
and commitments. I have a
Well,
job.
I have a
commitment.
commitment, but I can always keep doing that when I feel like it.
Right, but sometimes commitments happen at a shorter time span. Like, I should be in the university right now. But extenuating circumstances, like being in the triangle here, is preventing me from doing so.
And now explain to me how that's my problem.
Apparently, you do know how to get out of here.
I mean, in a way, yes.
But not only is there no way for me to attain that knowledge, since you personally don't want to be outside of this triangle?
Correct.
But you're also refusing to nothing that I do will get me the information, and as you're refusing to share said information, and obviously no one's going to be able to, or will probably want to, force you to guide. So it's technically your problem because you're the only solution. Unless there's somebody else that you know.
She turns her head a full 90-degree. You know, like when the cats like turn their head sideways, like they go the full 90-degree looking at you. She looks completely dumbfounded. You're the one trying to bargain with the cat right now.
What am I supposed to do? Hold a cat at gunpoint? Who does that?
Well, no, because that'd be very rude, first of all. Second of all, I am Scout Leader Yumi, and you can't threaten me. You cannot threaten my life either, because I am Scout Leader Yumi around here. You know how big the name that is? It's a pretty big name. It means I'm number one.
Right, which is why I asked the question.
Up.
Right.
Side character. It's me. I'm number one. Okay?
I'm dying. Look, I'm just trying to get out of here.
Well?
And I'm not trying to get out of here for free. But I'm also not going to be working for no possible return.
I mean, the return would be being able to live here for a pretty prosperous potential. You help me more mice, I might help you a little bit back, a little bit.
Are
Yeah.
you the only person who knows a way out?
Well, I'm the only
Within
person
this
that's
triangle.
able to know how to get out.
Who is able to know how... What does that even...
I don't know. You're the one talking to a cat.
You're the cat who's talking.
What's your point? Anyways,
I should have brought the cat-sized mice down.
you should understand. I just don't really have any good reason to leave. Whether I'd want to or not, when I got here, and I came down here, between me and you, it was pretty easy. Came down here, took leadership, and then everything became, well, right upside. And all these people, they bring me mice. So, they like my little collectors. Yeah. Something like that. So, you wanna go do your little thing and be my little collector too?
Look, the problem isn't whether or not I'm doing work for this community or you. Problem is, I don't know, or you're making it sound like you won't even give me the information to get out of here in exchange. So if you can agree to give me that information in exchange for working as a collector or doing other things, I can do that.
But then, like, you wouldn't be a long-time collector. You tried to get up to, like, a certain amount. I know how business works. I think I've gone to business school once.
Ignoring the possibility of you having gone to an educational facility, no one's going to want to work as an indentured servant.
Then don't. She just looks you dead in the eyes, and just kind of like with the cat stare. I'm just like, what else you want me to say?
Like, you're not going to get me as a long-term collector regardless. Why not take the short term and let me leave afterwards?
I don't see how that helps me.
You still have a collector for a period of time. I still get to get out. And you don't have to guide me out. But also,
look,
I did
I'm
try
gonna
to
stop
help
you
you.
there.
You just said
You
that
just
you
don't-
want anything.
You just don't understand side character. I can't just leave with you. Because the issue is, here's the thing. If I show you the way out, I would also have to go with you. And I don't want to leave here.
You just return.
I mean, potentially. But like, that's a lot of work. That's a long journey. And a lot of work. Yeah, I'd probably have to say goodbye to this place if I left.
Why?
It's like, why would I say goodbye to like free work, free food, free place
No, why
to
would you
be?
have to
It's
say?
quiet,
Why would you?
nice. Like,
Why would you
like
have to
shh,
say
hush,
goodbye?
hush, side character, hush, side character. I'm having my moment here. And then she goes and looks at a fly up, and she like keeps looking over at it. Huh? What?
Why would you have to say goodbye to this place if you ever exit?
That's not something I'm willing to explain at the moment. Or more like, it's really more complicated than that to explain.
And there's no other problems inside this triangle.
I mean, there's plenty of problems inside the triangle if you really think about it. Only the ones I've heard of, though. Now,
Like,
here's the thing. Again, I don't have anything for you. It seems like very persistent. So you mind going to that door behind you and leaving? Thank you.
ma'am,
Yes?
are there any problems within the triangle other than myself that actually bother you?
Being bothered is usually one of them. Kind of just leaves it at that.
Actually gonna have to go. Okay. It's alright. I can probably find my own way out. Probably downwards. And John just like starts turning around and walking away. This is like a dead end room, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
So you got one way to go out.
Yeah, he's just gonna
I'm
walk
gonna
out.
tell you the situation now. That's the situation though now here. Because Yubi's walking a little bit behind you, like following you just a little bit. And as to follow you more so to go out the door, going out to the kind of like the office, kind of like where a bunch of the Nocti were and everything. The office kind of like seemed empty for some reason. The dirt lake office, as you guys proceed out towards the door, the door, more of the open way, open kind of like open like kind of way, like going outside. You look out to see that of a bunch of different Nocti. Nocti with that of a plethora of different kind of like weapons at hand, whether it be like that of like some weird type of mechanical trident or some type of even flamethrower, even to like a basic dagger. As you hear from one of them, heard things not nice. Scout leader, bad. As they all proceed to kind of like in a unison, rah, rah, and goes as next to you, you see that of Yubi, and Yubi goes, you know, on second thought, I think I know just the perfect way to go.
I will make sure to do some work for the community before we go then. Yes.
Looking at the people with pitchforks, I don't think they're willing to just let us do anything for the community. I think we should leave.
All right then. Are you just gonna be? Is the cat like just on the book and it's floating, or like what's going on here?
No, it's just the cat at the moment. So the cat pretty much, like, the cat pretty much waits for you to kind of like it kind of like sticks out a paw for a second, goes, save my life, save your life.
All right then. Am I carrying you? Is there anything you need to take, or?
Let's go. And she proceeds to like do a small whistle as a kind of book for some reason proceeds to kind of like attach onto your back, leather strap around your back with that of Yubi on that of your shoulder.
Okay then. I guess John is sprinting somewhere.
Oh boy, oh boy. I'll be some here.
Out of character, Yumi's declaration that John's a side character is currently fitting very well. He is about as lost as a side character.
Nice. Oh my god. It's funny hearing how John Wick is a side character in this story.
Here we go. I like this music.
Ooh, I fuck with this.
So, I'm trying to there we go. So for this, let me put them on this screen too. So, so this, you guys, sorry, you guys, as in, John and Yumi proceed to start to try to dash through, either through, around, some way, some shape, way, or form, John, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
All right, rolling the acrobatics. It's a +6. I shouldn't need to use inspo. I will need to use inspo. May I use inspo?
I mean, that's up to you. You can use Inspiro after a roll down. Ooh.
Oh, brother.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, so I guess that's the 8.
You healed up, right?
You know. Sorry.
You healed up, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Horrifying question to be asked, might I add.
16 points of I'm gonna say like piercing damage you have now received from running through that of the masses of Noctai who are trying to stop you and trying to hit Yumi, which thankfully they can't hit Yumi, but do hit you into the side once or twice with the spear, or like one of the sticks. With that being said, you proceed on past dashing most of the. However, now with you being injured and bleeding, it also makes it a slight bit more difficult to hide. Now that you're having Yumi with you attached to you, going towards that of wherever Yumi would guide you. Right, left, up, down. No, keep going. Now the other way.
Right. Yeah. What do you mean the other way?
No, now we gotta make 2 more stops. No. 3 hops. Go left.
One hop this time.
And as you keep getting these orders and orders, give me. Ooh. Oh, whoops.
They're chasing us through a bunch of these pipes, yeah.
I want to say, give me an insight roll to
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out
sure.
to figure out if you can figure out Yubi's directions.
That's a 12.
A pipe burst as a direction that you were kind of being given, giving you 8 I think it would be like what, thunder damage from the force, something.
Something like that.
Ooh.
We're still being chased, yeah.
Yes, you could hear in the distance, ting ting from the pipes.
Yeah, just because the pipes are steam, yeah. They
Not all
are
of
big
them.
on steam. Yeah, not all of them.
Use
That's
the
okay. Well, we
largest
can
different
waste.
pipes in the city.
We can. We're shooting it from. We're shooting it at a random pipe behind us. If it's steam, that's great. If it's something else, at the very least, it won't be harmful to me. Can I just take a pot shot to a random pipe behind me in the distance?
Yeah, give me a roll.
Great. Ah, yes. John Combat. That is who Wick is. I forgot.
All right, give me one more athletics or acrobatics roll with advantage this time for a successful attack.
19.
On a 19, yes, you proceed to shoot back that of the pipes as you well, sorry, I should say you be kind of going like, I hear them coming up to us. What are we gonna do? We're like, what are you gonna do? Because I don't want to do anything, because if I do something, it's not gonna be good. And you proceed to look back, shoot that at one of the pipes up after like a second of focus, and boom, coming out that of steam, just a very huge, consistent burst going towards that of the group. The group coming of Noctai coming in, you hear as they're proceeding to kind of like not stop still. They're still coming through, but it slowed them down a little bit. But you proceed to continue on between a mixture of sprinting and using that of the confusing directions of Yumi to help you get through and navigate that through where you need to get to. But where you need to get to, for some reason, seems like that of a dead end. That of where a bunch of pipes are still there, but not like any pipes connected to like anything in specific that would help you. It's just a dirt dead end.
Ma'am, where are we going after this?
Well, this is it. Help me out. Pull that lever. She points to a row of
Which
random
one?
levers. She like points with her
Which
paw.
one?
She's like, that one.
Just grabbing in like the same general direction. This one.
Yes, now pull it this way. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And then we also have to pull a certain other ones about 19 more times. And then you look on the walls that have 50 more of them. They all have to be in specific order. Now hurry up. Hopefully you're fast enough for this. You can either give me an athletics for speed or an insight to try to decipher her talking.
It's gonna be insight. 22.
You hear yeah, as they're getting closer and closer, and you proceed to like you proceed to listen to that of every direction you was giving, even if it seems bad at first. You're deciphering it as you pull the lever before she even says it sometimes, as you get this one, that one, this one, and now she says, now you're gonna do something really weird, okay?
It's it. Oh, okay.
Look at the dead end. Look at the dead end. Come on, side character. Look at the dead end.
I'm doing that.
Now yell out with all of your heart, potato salad.
Potato salad?
You see that of a boom, as if something started to happen at the very end, and she goes, "Come on, hurry up! Say it with your chest."
Oh, I'm supposed to say it.
Yeah.
Potato salad. Potato salad.
Is John a chain smoker?
No, this is basically bad Zon.
Right.
Give me an athletics roll to try to use as much of your lung capacity as you can.
Yes, my one weakness.
You're trying to say it, potato salad, and it's not working. As you see it somewhat started, whatever is supposed to happen is the orange blip, but it's just a blip as she goes, "Oh, for crying out loud, potato salad!" As she cries it out, essentially, seeming to not be as affected by the air as you've been. And you see that of an orange light, what is it?
Double check this notes. An orange light.
Hold on, I think it's yellow. Oh, yeah. It's I'm gonna copy this into, where is it? I'm gonna copy this into our pictures. That's essentially the portal that's opening up, so you can see at least the picture reference whenever that does load in there. But you pretty much see that of a yellow swirling like basically thin layer of what even feels like intense magic open up in front of your eyes at that of the end of this dead end, not revealing what's on the other side, but definitely seems very real. At least looking at it, she says, "Now hurry up and jump, I hear them, they're just around the corner."
Okay. Yep, jumping.
You proceed,
And yeah, John's gonna jump.
you proceed not even thinking about it. You jump in. Woo! Okay. You proceed on to jump in, and you proceed to jump in, and you are feeling that of a weird kind of feeling going through. That of one that seems like a weird blistering feeling of forceful happiness, yet also a weird gleefulness to the feeling of the magic itself. And I only say that because it's a weird warm feeling that it gives you, but it's one that doesn't make sense. As you proceed to go through, you feel that of almost like your conscious splitting off a little bit, going into kind of different areas. When you come out from the other side, you'll see in like blurry visions of like 3 for like a few minutes, trying to assess that of yourself for a second, for the as you from you be in a concussed voice. You hear, "First time jitters, it happens, but come on, get up, we gotta keep going."
Okay, where are we going?
Well,
Where am I?
well, that's she's gonna say, "Well, first of all, you should probably start with where we're at. You don't gotta really worry about it, but do know, you want to keep your head down. We don't really want to stick in this place. But just so you understand, welcome to Vandal City." And that's where we end the scene for that.
Let's see.
Where the hell is John?
John's going to be retelling this story to us, and Cece's going to look him dead in the eye and say, "If you want to just admit to doing drugs while we were doing homework, you can just tell it." And John's response is probably going to be something along the lines of, "I would have preferred drugs."
So now that we've ended this scene, we are going to proceed to shift over here to a not so new place, but technically being that of a new place being added on because of somebody certain here.
I know what's happening here.
We proceed
Obviously.
on over to that of Maury's lab. Maury, would you care to explain how your lab is, the depths of it, and put yourself onto that of the
Yes.
actual player mat of this place? As soon as it loads, I mean.
Will do once it finishes loading out. It's
Yeah.
it was a hell to make. So worth it though.
Anybody watching this would see from my side, so they see like it immediately there.
Yep. There we are.
I am. Oh, there
All
we go.
right. So this is the lab that I designed. Has a bit of stuff scattered everywhere for everybody a little bit. You have her kind of desk work area over to the, where I'm actually going to kind of place her near her own workstation. Over to the left, you have her desk and stuff. This is probably kind of like her little office area where she does a lot of her work in the later hours of the day. Right below it, you can see there's a storage area to where all the materials, extra stuff is kept in case something breaks or stuff is needed for creation. There's a little lounge kind of area, 2 seats for tea in case she has anybody that comes over or just Cece's stealing her snacks. Little lounge area at the very bottom that I imagine was probably demanded of because Maury has a nice chair, why can't we? And then next to that is a little forge area where I imagine I can't remember his name right now.
Ajax.
Ajax has his smithing stuff set up there. And then up above, you can see Maury's workstation where she's at, where all of her technical stuff happens. We have some herb elixir kind of things off to the side closest to the door, as well as some bookshelves and some plants for growing. And I'm just going to drag Maury over because it'd probably be easier. And right down here is kind of like a little testing area. Kind of where anything, it's open for testing, open for stuff like that, reinforced, hopefully. If somebody wants to fire off a spell at a dummy or test the effects of fire or some shit, that's where you would do it. Probably been reinforced and shit like that. It is like set a couple feet down into the floor, so if anything flies off, and it has like railing along the way as well, so if anything flies off, it would be caught or wouldn't land anywhere else in the room. But yeah, that's kind of it. And I'll go more into detail if people have further questions, but this took me like 4 hours, 5 hours to make because I was learning the whole system while doing it. Very fun. Would not
That's
recommend
pretty good.
doing
I
on
love
a
it.
Thursday
CC
afternoon and you're tired as hell.
CC definitely would have been like, so Ajax gets a smithing kit, but I can't have a forgery station.
You see the little drawing table up top? Yeah, that can be yours, I guess. Right next to all the plants. But Maury's probably over by her work desk. If the Heimerdinger just spawns next to the fucking herbs and shit. Real quick, the table that Heimerdinger's on, there's an Ouija board down there. And I imagine CC dragged it from somewhere as a tease to Maury. But who fucking knows?
The seed
I
we are
could see
going to enter it onto here is pretty much wherever you want to set yourself up on the map for that of literally where we left off for that of you had discovered that of a certain little guy with a little afro.
Yeah. I imagine. Does Maury still have the stopwatch in her hand? And she just
Yes.
clicked it, and he just appeared after. What was it? It was. I had it somewhere else. Well, I saw eyes, a white void, and these were visions that flashed as I activated the stopwatch. And gave Maury a nasty little headache for a second there. And then Heimerdinger was there.
Oh yeah, I already gave you the item in your inventory.
Oh, did you?
It is edited from the book though.
Heimerdinger's stopwatch.
In any case, you can you proceed
Oh my god.
onto where I assume where would you be? You've been working
Is
on
she-
the workshop, probably like down there.
Yeah, probably a little bit. Well, her like tinkering stuff is up here, so probably right there. I almost said, does Heimerdinger spawn? Is Heimerdinger like next to her, or kind of off a little bit further, or
I think he's right here.
yeah, right next to the gamophone? Nice.
So
Good choice.
with that being said here, we continue where we had left off beforehand, where after activating that of this watch, you felt that of a couple of visions, dreams, which we went over last session. And now, as you're kind of like waking up your head as from the splitting headache for a moment that you had, you hear in the background, indeed, this is quite a conundrum. Looking over that of a smaller looking guy with that of an afro, one with goggles, that of a sophisticated and more blue, nice-like coat, that of nobody other than what you've seen to be up on the statues, a Cecil B. Heimerdinger himself in the flesh.
Maury, you said came from behind her?
Yes.
She turns around, sees Heimerdinger, and takes a half step back into her table, probably, and like blinks a few times as it starts to register within her head. And she will ask him probably the most questioning tone that she's ever given. Heimerdinger? What? And she just kind of raises a singular eyebrow as she looks at him, as confusedly as Maury can look. Kind of waiting for him to respond.
So he's gonna do a couple things here. He's going to proceed to kind of looking over at that of this what was that called?
Gamma phone.
Gamma phone. Looking over at that of the gamma phone, proceeding to kind of examine it for a moment, then looking over another thing, as if he was going from place to place, kind of looking around at things with you kind of stunned, almost stun locked for a moment, as he proceeds to kind of look at you kind of more face to face after a second and say, well, I'm trying to come up with a possible and solvable calculated conclusion that we can come to here, because this is quite... And then he stops looking over at you, like actually fully like now looking at you, and looking at you, he proceeds to he proceeds to look at you, and he stops and he goes, now, is that you, little gravestone?
Oh, my heart.
With that of the name Little Gravestone comes to you, that of a memory in the past about the time when you were probably about 4 to 5 years old. You had always proceeded to go, for one reason or another, back to that of the graves, or more so the special grave site that you know of like your own accord, your own will, and you always kept going back for some reason. And you would just sit there and stare at them for hours sometimes, and you just remember on one of those days, were a really bad day, to the point that you were even crying at that of a gravestone for some reason. The reason that that could have been completely up to you, but you remember crying at that of a gravestone for some reason for a bit, as this man with that of a big like afro and small attire came in and handed you some tissues and said, "It's fine to grieve, but never forget them, little gravestone." As we come back to that in the present.
Yes. It has been some time since you've called me that. And she looks a little bit more confused and more shocked by far, as she kind of sets the stopwatch down on the table behind her. You've been gone for
You
some
set
time.
the stopwatch down?
I think she probably like has it in her hand, but she's still resting it against the table as she leans against the table herself, kind of in like a bit of shock.
Okay. The Aberdeer kind of goes up to you, and he pretty much then proceeds to kind of like take your hand and bring you down, and proceeds to kind of look, try to get a better look at you, and goes, my dear, I haven't seen you in ages. Paradox time frame, ages. Don't know if the work's same around. But in either case, I remember you. You had a bright future. Even if there was looking at that of the unfortunates and the mistakes of others. You remind me of
Yes.
your mother a little bit.
She blinks really hard at that, and then kind of like shakes her head ever so slightly. Sir, forgive me for asking. You said something about paradox, time. You've been gone for some time for the last 5 years. We thought you had died, and to not return.
Well, that is just quite the conundrum that I've come to right now. To where I don't exactly know why it is I'm here, how it is I'm here, or how it is I'm here at both times.
What do you mean at both times?
Well, for you it might seem a little bit complicated, but for me, I think from all the time that I've already spent here, I've been able to gather and put some evaluation together, and I've figured out a couple things, such as that being of this is that of a place that I shouldn't be, or at least shouldn't have existed, as I'm technically in that of another place.
She takes the stopwatch that is in her hand and flips it over to where the um, engraving is on the like the back of it or on the inside of the stopwatch's face, and shows it to him as she's kind of, I guess, squatted down to be more at his level. Is it because of this? This was what I found this here not long ago after I moved into this space. I just repaired it moments ago.
I'm not too quite sure.
Might it be serving
Do you
as
have a
some kind of anchor
chalkboard
point
somewhere?
for you? Oh, the one thing I forgot to add.
You want me? It's
Hey,
kind
she
of like small thing to add, so I'm just gonna say, is it gonna be
Yeah.
like here?
Yeah, it would probably be in that open space.
He's gonna swiftly go over and says, "Well, hold on now a minute," as he's going to proceed to swiftly brush off everything that you may have had written here, and swiftly start to write down quantums amounts of um a quantum amount of that of quadratic equations, formulas, and theories that you probably never even dreamed of. As he goes,
She is
"Mhm,
attempting to
this,
memorize
this,
every
this."
single detail.
It is quite complicated as he goes. Now you see, then this doesn't make sense. This is, aha, oh, oh, ah, hmm, intriguing. Well, I figured out something, which may or may not be good. Well, actually, I should mention it's not good. It is very not good in any shape, way, or form, but I wanted to at least keep your hopes up for a moment. Did it work?
We will go with yes.
Oh. In any case, I've come to a very sound conclusion here. I don't have any good way to really try to put this. We are coming towards that of a conclusion of a fracture in the superposition continuity.
I am grasping it. Yes.
Ah, it's fine. I will put it in simpler term. We are splitting the quantum and classical world, with me being at that of the epicenter. Meaning,
So you've created the
there
fracture with you at the center.
something like that. However, meaning that there could potentially be that of a new, very bad and very catastrophic event if things aren't necessarily fixed. A almost next, how would you put, arcane event?
Hmm.
As the issue
What
that
is
we've
it that we
come
need to
down
do?
to is that I'm seeing myself and feeling myself, and that of both here and that of another place at the same time, with my actions reflecting each other and my mind still of the same. What I do here simply is what is done in another place, and that is why it becomes strange to me.
So,
It
how would we
is,
go about fixing it?
well, that's just the issues right now. It's it's a weird conundrum that I don't know how to solve. And at the very moment, at least, I would need time and an effort to figure that out. Unfortunately, though, I believe everything has started, though, with my looking at it equations, from that of your activation and your involvement with that of my, well, watch there. So, as I might be at that of the epicenter of whatever catastrophe is run, it seems that you may be the one that started it.
So, that makes this the linchpin in a form of sense of meaning. If we were to remove the you from one part, from one half, and bring it both forms together, would it create a further paradox, or would it erase the paradox entirely?
That's quite a question that we'll have to try to figure out and solve with some dear time, but otherwise, I don't specifically. I would have to take some time and think about it, and as you, as he says, in either case, I do want to prevent whatever may happen here. My life, whether it be at stake or not, is not of concern to me, as that of a new arcane event happening in this situation would be that of a, well, collision of realities.
This would be a disaster. Understood.
Correct? As you hear that of a knocking at that of the door, knock, knock, as swiftly after the two knocks, you will hear and see that of somebody swiftly entering. Pretty much, whether you had a key or not, they would also like have a key type of deal. Um, second. As that of Caitlin herself swiftly enters in.
Oh, great. Cool.
Maury,
Love that.
Miss
Miss
Sinclair,
Kierman.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Miss Sinclair should say. Miss Sinclair. Do you try to like hide anything?
No, not in the slightest.
She walks around the corner, proceeds to look at you as you kind of look almost stun locked for some reason. She looks at you, looks over at that of the board, and goes, "Have you been preparing for that of your next class?"
This has been the result of an unexpected event. She looks over to where Heimerdinger is. Looking at Kaylin and seeing how she has looked over the room, can Maury kind of discern whether Caitlin can see him or not?
I think anyone would notice if there was a Yordle with an afro in the room.
Yeah. I assume the rocket above his head is not canon.
No.
It's, I
Do you look back at the board?
Yes, I do.
As you're explaining yourself, you look back at the board and you just see what you had written there before, even before the erasing Heimerdinger did.
He looks a little puzzled for a moment.
Are you good?
It has been a very long day. How may I assist you?
Well, I simply came in to tell you we have, you have a couple things to do, and I have to ask you to do them. We have a couple announcements to be making tomorrow, Missy.
Please do tell. she's going to kind of she'll take a look at the board, take a look at where Heimerdinger is standing, and look back to Miss Kierman, probably a little quickly, trying to not appear suspicious in the slightest, but yeah.
So, just for the record, I want to point out here because I know I didn't explain it, but I forgot to. You looked after you talked. You started talking with Caitlin. You looked back to look at Heimerdinger, right?
He's just gone.
He's just gone.
Ah, understood. She will slip the pocket watch into, well, her pocket and motion over to uh, the two chairs nearby with the teacups. Do you have a moment to sit to explain, or?
Um, I'm not gonna go over this. This is going to be I'm just gonna send you some notes essentially here, and that's the announcements that you'll have to like make during class for the next time there, and that's essentially what the scene end was gonna be, where you would just get this. Um, there you go. And with that, the scene here ends, and we come over to somewhere else. Cece.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, is that Heimerdinger?
With that, everybody else pretty much mostly getting to get their dues here with whatever they're doing. We don't know where Ajax is at the moment. We don't know where John is at the moment. We know where some other people we've just gone to are technically are. But we got Cece, and Cece's trying to go to class. Cece's got class to go to.
Still loading.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's just
Yeah.
this. You got class to go to. You're going to class, and proceeding on, you see that of what seems to be like a couple of like bigger, like maybe jock like type of characters coming in, going on and saying something, and making that of the friend that you made looking a little bit uncomfortable. And as you proceed to maybe want to try to do something or think about doing something, swiftly that of her bestie comes in, going like, pretty much saying that of a couple of fierce words, swiftly making the people kind of like go away.
Nice. Cece kind of just gives a nod of approval. The magic that she suddenly had wrapped around her finger going away.
And and with that, though, your next class does not have them, you can say something if you want, but otherwise you do need to get to class at some point, as it is your actual first day of magic class, and I say it first day for a reason.
Hell yeah! Woo! I
Don't be
kind
too
of
excited.
I hop, skip, and do a jump, and I look over at Melinda and I go like, "Don't let them bother you, but I have to leave. I have class coming up."
Oh, I didn't know you were there. Nice to see you. Yeah, you
I've been here
have
the
fun
whole
with that.
time. I kind of, I kind of just smirk at her, like a knowing grin, and just pat her shoulder. You have fun too, but not too much fun. And I head away to class.
I'm still setting up. Hold on.
Don't worry, I'm still loading anyway.
All right. So,
Damn, this is a lot of people for a defunded magic class.
you're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you proceed on over CC to that literally I think it would just be called Arcane class. The Arcane class, because they're going to be pretty much trying to teach that of that of the more magic and arcane side of properties of trying to essentially use that of the essence or the power that's in that of the hextech crystals that are being synthesized. So technically, some people might even want to take this class just to try to figure out ways to make make or synthesize more powerful hextech crystal power energy stuff like that. Some other people, maybe they want to learn a little bit more. With that being said, it is your first day here, as well as that of, well, not really like the first like day for everyone else, but it is that of the first day for you as the first week. They've been gone for that of that week, as well as probably that of another week, pretty much on that of vacation or something like that.
Going on vacation in the middle of the school year is wild.
Got a place to be, got a place to be. Busy people, busy people. So with that being said, proceeding to look around. There's technically are some interesting characters, but I'm not really going to explain that just because since it's already kind of a magical class, it's kind of like it's not that weird to be odd around here. But you will see coming in, walking into that of the class, with that brushing off that of the sides of their coat. A man with that of a nice, a nice, a nice like brown, maybe even almost hazel like, uh, eyes and hair color coming down with that of the nice, somewhat longer like hair that comes down to midpoint and neck, and a nice, very aristocrat like attire.
CC immediately looks disappointed.
Leather strap, leather strap with that of a backpack, like a sack containing who knows of what, back sack, whatever it's called, pouch, something. As see one thing right as he goes, he comes in. Hello, hello to that my class there. I am that of Master Calfair Mounts. As most of you probably remember me, some of you I'm new. Doesn't really matter, as there's so many things to get to know. But for now, the thing you need to know the most, if you are to refer to me, what is it that you call me, class? As you hear the class, Master Cal. Master Cal, yes.
Oh man. Continue. Continue. CC does not speak up. I was so excited.
With that of the class started up and everything, I want to tell you right now, he's pretty much about to go into that of a small little speech here to kind of get everything started. But I'm going to say that we're going to take a small bit of a break here, mostly because my stomach hurt.
The minute you get to me.
True. We'll be right back. We unmute, we undeafen as we come back. Hello, hello. As I had just left off before, that of Master Cal here was gonna give that of his master class speech, you know what I'm saying? As we will get into the speech here. So that's of all of you here today. We stand at the precipice of a new era, an era not defined by brute force or blind ambition, but by innovation, enlightenment, and unity. At the heart of the transformation lies a breakthrough we now all call Hex Tech. Born from the brilliant minds of our young pioneers, Jace, Dallas, and even Victor, Hex-Tech fuses that of raw and untamed power of magic with the precision and discipline of science. For generations, magic was a mystery, feared, forbidden, or misunderstood, but no longer. No. Through Hex-Tech, we have made the arcane accessible, controllable, and most importantly, beneficial to all of us. So, class, let us consider some uses. In transportation, Hex-Tech powered gates. They're soon to be a thing. Don't let anyone fool you otherwise on it. And then, just to follow that, engines promised behind to that of taking down distance between that of travel and trade. Cooperation on this scale, unimaginable. In medicine, Hex-Tech may allow for surgical precision. Maybe it might even allow for that regenerative tissue, offering hope to injured and the ill, extending the reach healers far beyond traditional limitations. In defense, it offers the ability to protect the people of Piltover without relying solely on brute weaponry.
I roll.
Hex-Tech weaponry, though powerful, must be guided, restraints, with ethics. We must wield this power with wisdom, not arrogance and dominance. And in education and communication, imagine a world where knowledge can be stored, transmitted, shared through Hex-Tech crystals. Say hello to Grandmama from out of states. Linking minds would be something even possible from across continents, bringing enlightenment to that of the farthest corners of that of Runeterra. But with every great leap forward comes a shadow of danger. We must not forget that, class. The same power that can heal can also destroy. It can be misused, can be used for greed, inequality, threatenment, but to undo that of all what has already been built. Already tensions are not so simmered down between that of the Undercity and that of the Overcity. Out of we cannot allow that of Hextech, though, to become a tool of oppression, nor that of a symbol of division. The question now is just what Hextech can do. What should it do? So let us choose our collaboration over control and use your innovative minds with exploitative purposes and have unity over this hierarchy together.
Is that him asking us a question?
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Let Hextech not only be the engine of progress, but the bridge that finally unites Piltover and Zon, the rich and the poor, the known and the arcane. But to know your capabilities and what you can do for that of Hextech and the research of itself is very important. Who here already has examples of magic or use of Hextech weaponry here? Anyone?
Does anybody else raise their hand?
Not at the moment.
I guess I will raise a hand.
Everyone
You
scooches away
kind
from you.
That's fine. Fuck them.
Yes, you there. Somebody I don't believe I've seen, so you're probably somewhat of a New York person here, meaning you probably, hopefully, gotten all that down. Very important for later on. I'm not going to get into that yet, but for now, I would need that of a second volunteer. Anybody that uses any type of weapon of hextech weaponry, any type of magicry, it's completely fine. I would just like to see something of capabilities between people, as you will get that of another hand raised. And you will, for some reason, start to hear almost like piano music in the background.
Yeah.
As
Dun 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 dun.
no, no,
Jojo.
no, oh no, 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 you don't understand. You don't understand. The person raising their hand, you for some reason hear dun, 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 coming out as that of another person raising their hand,
God.
in that of a red uniform and
What?
coat, with that of a stash that is so stylish, and a hat that you, even to match it, you would have never guessed. Blue overalls.
You see as CC looks over at where the music is suddenly coming from and sees this, just stands up and starts whooping. Yes! That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
As he gives the, yeah, I don't mind showing off what I can do.
Oh
Hell
my
yes.
god. I'm gonna fucking die.
Hell yes.
Kill me.
Ah,
No.
yes. What was it
I
again? What was your?
at, at this display, CC's more hyper and happy now, and looks over at the rest of the students and goes, "Why are you in a class for Arcane?" And then when somebody raises their hand for Arcane, you guys scoot away from them. By the way,
So there's some of them are just kind of like, well, not all of us just have magic or ready weaponry.
yeah, but you're in a class for it. Why are you
We're
surprised?
learning it. Are you? You know what? Do your thing. As some people are like trying now ignoring you. But that being said, though, uh, you hear from that of Master Cal go. Let's see here again. I forgot exactly your name here. My apologies. Oh yes. It
Mario.
says here your name is Monty Morning. Is that what you're naming, Monty? As he goes, no. My friends and everybody else just call me Momo. Ah, all right. As he proceeds to say, well, to the two of you, Miss Cooper, please come up down here to the stage, and essentially, I want you to have that of a full-thrown magic duel, an arcane duel of sorts, and just go all
I-
out.
Fireball.
Crazy.
Just go crazy. I want to. Before we start, can I shake his hand? Does he? Does he accept the gentlemanly handshake?
You go to shake his hand, and he goes, no thanks. I only shake with the opponent I find worthy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's how it is. That's how it is, Momo. I was gonna say friends can call me Cece, but you better just call me Kathy.
Oh damn, it's getting spicy.
Where's my piano music? It's piano music.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I will say I'm gonna. If this is an actual duel where we track HP, I'm about to go down like a sack of
Oh,
bricks.
we're definitely going to proceed to go into combat here.
I better go first.
You better hope you go first.
I get a +2. I almost got a nat 1. He goes first.
I should have tossed you like something, like a support item. Or...
You should have tossed me some armor.
Gamer, armor wouldn't help you.
You hear from that of Momo's side as we begin combat here. So, Teach. This is just a straight battle. Doesn't really matter as long as I show off some tech. Pretty much. Go buck wild. I don't care. Interesting. He proceeds to look at you and goes, I'm a gentleman. Go first.
I go, show off some tech, huh? You're saying you can't just do it naturally? And I clap two hands together, pull them apart, and I'm just going for it. I cast
Testicular torsion.
I cast Void Burn at 2nd level as I just call bolts from the void, trying to just hit him, but not really caring. I don't know how big the floor is.
You pretty much
as I just
bring
cast
down the
Void
void burn, and it does seem like even if the area would expand out, it doesn't seem to go out pretty much further than the little area you guys are in.
And he needs to make a dex saving throw. He fails. So I do 4d8 of damage. As I deal 21 damage to this guy immediately. I say,
you're rolling that privately, by the way.
no, I purposely made it public. My thing auto sets to private, but I changed it to public.
Oh wait. I just.
Yeah, no, it was a public roll. It just came out late.
But yeah, I got it. 21 points of damage.
And I go. I find tech so, as they would say, old-fashioned. The real mages can just do it naturally.
Or he somewhere sneezes.
As people are seeing the.
And now I will die. I at least got magic off.
You got to get your magic off as you see that of pretty much making a burst of energy around, and people going interesting, as no word said from that of Master Cal as he just continues to watch. Becoming over that of Momo's turn, he goes, you burnt my clothes.
You did say I could go first.
Yeah, I didn't say to be an ass about it. As he throws out,
That's the one that wouldn't shake my hand.
he's going to proceed to then grab that of this little like weird big chain that he's had on the side of his coat, that of a little metal ball with that of an eye. It looks painted on, as well as that an open mouth, as he pretty much goes and throws it out towards you, as it kind of like, as it coming out as an attack grows and grows, pretty much becoming like a huge sized creature almost, as you are getting chomped.
Send out Chomp Chomp, a mechanical beast with Hexec. Grapple may be made after the first with Dex will attack. He attacks more than once? That's bad. Yeah, that hits.
Do you have shield or anything?
No.
What? You're a caster.
Yeah, my whole plan is to not be in a place where I get attacked in the first place.
It's a bad plan.
I'm still up.
Yep. And now you need to make a contested athletics check.
tied? Does tie go to the player, right?
Does
Isn't
meets
that-
it beats it?
Yeah, it's meets it, beats it, isn't it?
It's in. Well, I don't know about tested athletics rules. So hold on.
I think I think D&D rules it goes to the player. Starfinders it goes to the enemy, but I think D&D is player based.
D&D has a player base? Crazy guy.
But whatever you rule it, obviously. You see CC just scrambles backwards. Ah!
Hmm.
Yes.
So it's not that either side wins or loses. It's that you go back to what the result was before the contest. So technically, the attacker loses.
He's fine.
Oh, because we weren't restrained. So it goes back to how it was before to not restrained. I gotcha. So if we were restrained, I would still be restrained.
Yeah, but
Fuck.
at this, but no, you're not restrained as you pretty much dodged out of the way after getting a big seeing this big metal and hex tech made chomping creature come out from the side, proceeding to kind of like bite you on the side, uh tearing off a little bit of blood, and flesh as he goes, "Now you should stay down. Be for the best. I don't want to do more than damage that I have to." As he ends his turn.
I say, you know, it seems you don't think my... Actually, independently... Oh, this could help me. Or it could be bad. So, I have a special thing where I can cast Find Familiar as a reaction. So, I'm gonna summon Cool Crab in front of me as a shield. That's a first level spell slot, but it is a reaction
Is
on
that a
mine.
medium beast?
No, he's small still.
Oh.
So I just summon a small crab in front of me. He rolls his own initiative in the initiative order. I'm hoping he goes after me and rolls low. Thank you, Cool Crab. And then since that was a reaction, I can cast a action cantrip. So I will cast Vicious Mockery and I say, you know, I think that your clothes actually look better burnt. And he has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
That was cool crap.
You rolled it as Cool Crab. Not good enough. Not good enough, my friend. That burn burnt you worse than the void burn. I just deal 2d4 to him. 4 damage.
Good grief.
And then Cool Crab will go. And he has... Okay, it only matters if I hit. Hold on. I just go, Cool Crab, get him. I go, sick him. I have to roll the attack.
Keep making this
Oh,
private.
I don't think that. I purposely set them to public, and it keeps making them. I don't know where in settings I can change what it defaults
It might
to.
be on the character setting, which we'll do that later. But I keep revealing it to everyone.
I don't think an 8 hits, right?
No.
All right, that's fine. That's my turn. I just move him in the middle of us. Not that it really matters because he's small, but it's the thought that counts.
It's gonna definitely be the thought that counts. As he literally just like he can, I'm gonna be honest. It's not a monster. That's a whole ass dude. He's just gonna ignore the crab,
Yeah, that's fine. It's the thought that counts.
and he's gonna send it once again out his chomps.
Please roll bad. I don't think I can take another one of these. I think that's still gonna hit. What is that? Yeah, that still hits.
14. That hits. That's wild.
Yeah, I have 12.
Oh, poor girl.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Ooh, max damage.
Oh, I'm still alive. I have 15 health. I have 1 hit point. I have to roll the athletics, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. I'm grappled.
You are considered grappled,
That's fine. I have stuff.
and with that, he will end his turn.
Okay, I'm immediately going to bonus action, Misty Step, and teleport out of his grapple.
Wee.
So I
Alright.
just teleport away. That's my bonus action. I will cantrip Vicious Mockery him again, so he can roll another Wisdom saving throw. As I say, you should do the real fighting and not your chain. He fails. I deal 5 more damage to him. Please go down. Go to sleep.
That stung quite a bit. Bleeds out of his mouth a little bit.
I'm like full blood, like part of my arm is chomped off. I go, I know, right? I'm really good at the insults. Cool Crab, do something, please.
You call this little guy Cool Crab?
Because he's so cool. Cool Crab's target is 8 away, and he only has a range of 5. I don't know how much
Put him on
closer I
his-
can
put him
get
on
to
his
him.
feet.
I put him closer, and he... Oh, it's because I'm targeting me. What's the command to target?
I don't know what the command shift click right now. No, you have to go to the target setting at the top left. Or
Target set.
can I just control click?
Clear all targets. I'll just do it that way.
I think you can alt click.
Cool.
Yeah, you can alt click.
Cool Crab will attack again. Please. I beg you, Cool Crab. Does a 12 hit this guy?
No.
God damn it! I can only do something if I hit, so... Okay. I go, I think this might be it for me, but you have to admit I'm pretty decent. Why don't you do something other than your ball and chain?
Oh, whoops.
That's
Well, well, only because you asked for it. You will walk past Cool Crab.
Wait, so he gets an opportunity attack?
I said it.
Please! Please! No! Cool Crab,
He
you're
literally
so
kicks.
garbage!
He literally kicks Cool Crab to the
So
side as he's walking.
garbage.
It goes, chomp chomp. It's not time. Instead, for you, We're gonna get the womp womp. What's
I
the
hate
womp
this.
womp, you may ask? He just pulls out his fists.
I love it. Oh my god. He missed. Oh my god, he missed.
I was gonna double down because he rolled a 15 on that wisdom save for of the DC 16. It was actually at disadvantage.
Oh, it was. It was. But he
Yeah,
still missed anyway.
He still missed. Yeah, that should be
I
obvious.
guess he was supposed to roll at disadvantage for the other one that hit me too, but it's too late for that now. Well, yeah, he does have disadvantage on Freak's next turn. Okay. Well, that's good to keep in mind for later.
Okay. All right, that ends his turn. He pretty much proceeded to attack, and his attack went straight into like one of the student like chairs where you were just at.
Does it break the chair?
Oh, it completely, utterly destroys the chair. He obliterated the chair.
Okay, so here's the thing. If I move away to get out of range of him, he gets an opportunity attack. I have 1 hit point. Can't do that. I am going to use Careful Spell to not target certain things. I'm going to not target myself, and I'm going to cast Void Burn at 3rd level right on top of both of us. As I just open a portal to the void and basically bring down a nuke on us.
It's just a demonstration. Calm down.
No, he said go full out. This guy's trying to chomp me. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh wait, that's you. He's trying to target you. Hold on. There we go.
He succeeds, so he takes half damage. He takes 10. Oh my god, he's still fucking
He's still
alive.
up.
He's still up.
He's still up.
Oh, I hate this so much. Do I have any bonus action cantrips?
The worst part is he is close.
Yeah, I know he is. Nope, that's my turn. Cool Crab, I beg you. I beg you,
Do
Cool
something,
Crab.
Cool Crab.
I beg you to hit Cool Crab. Oh my god. Does a 19 hit this guy?
Cool Crab could hit.
Okay, he uses his once-a-day feature, Primordial Creature, to add 3d10 to his attack.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Cool Crab
As-
fucking
as-
sniffs both his
as I
Achilles
just-
tendons.
As I just channel magic into Cool Crab. Oh, I should
I
have...
went all into
I-
attack.
I should have rolled it like that, but I just situational bonused it. So 38 damage as I pour magic into
might-
Cool Crab.
This guy
I
might
don't-
fucking
Is it 30?
be dead.
That's
I'm
not-
pretty sure it's
that's
including your
not-
D20.
That's
I'm
not
pretty sure
30.
it's a 17.
Yeah, it's including your d20, I think.
Oh,
I was about to
Well,
say
I
you
just
almost just
rolled-
killed this guy.
oh yeah, it is. Wait, so what's 3d? So I need to roll a d8. Why? Wait, when I pressed attack, why did it do the d20?
Because the
Instead of
attack
a
is the
D8?
attack roll. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to
Oh, okay, let
press
me
the
roll.
damage.
Yeah, let me re-roll that. That was my bad. $18 damage.
Now let me tell you something.
Please be dead.
He would
Oh,
die,
God.
but he does not.
Well, he has to.
You want to know why?
What's it like? Yeah, tell me why.
Because he has main character syndrome. He is now at 1 HP. It cannot be reduced to below 1 HP, as he will gain
how
that of
long?
a second action. For he's
Well,
basically invincible
I-
for that of the rest of the or not the rest of the until the start of his next turn.
Okay, well, he still has to make either an athletics or acrobatics check or be grappled by Cool Crab.
No, he's just grappled. He has to use an action to escape.
The target has grapple conditions.
Well, okay, no, he can't do
He
that.
is grappled.
He can't do that because he's not the correct size to be able to do that effect.
Mario's not medium?
No, I'm saying Cool Crab is a small creature right now. You summon him
It
as a
doesn't
small
matter.
creature.
It doesn't matter if the target is medium or smaller, he's grappled. Mario's medium. He gets grappled by Cool Crab.
All right.
I mean, he can still chomp me, bro. That's not the. I'm just saying, Cool Crab's like got him by the ankle.
There's no possible way you could tell me that Cool Crab at the moment is like holding him, but I'll still roll it.
No, I imagine he's more like get off me. Cool Crab is on him and Mario's distracted. That's his. He stays grappled.
It doesn't grappled. I don't think stops him from doing anything though.
It doesn't. He just has. I think if he attacks a different target, he has disadvantage or something. Grapple. By me. God, I never grapple things.
Because
His
grappling
movement
doesn't help.
becomes 0. No, it's just he can't move.
That's why I was like, grappling doesn't really help that much.
It doesn't, but I just love the idea of Cool Crab's just on his ankle and he's like, get
Cool
off
Crab's
me.
holding him down.
Hold him down, Cool Crab.
It comes over back to Momo.
Mhm.
Momo, it's time to give the Fist of Fury. I think.
Come on, man. He's not even complimenting me that no one ever makes me get into MC mode. Like
Nah, this is like right now. His eyes are shaded black. Like you don't see what he's thinking or seeing. He's like bloodied and everything. He's at the MC syndrome mode. Do I have to make this first attack at disadvantage?
no, not for D&D grappled. It's just his speed is 0, it says.
Or,
Oh, and yeah, I didn't Vicious Mockery him that round, so he doesn't have it from that either.
it's time for the Womp Womps. He has to get that of a second action because he's
Just
at 1
do it.
HP.
Just do it.
Womp. Womp.
That hits. It doesn't. He doesn't even need to roll. They both hit.
Yeah,
and he
but you
doesn't
need to
even
see
need
it.
to roll.
You need to see it though.
Does he? Wait. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Hey, he
You're
did.
you're not considered dead for this, as this was also considered practice, so it will be stopped before you would truly die. However, yes, he did pummel you down.
Do I go unconscious?
Yes, as he pretty much.
Can I talk to you real quick about my thing?
Not at the moment because I think you're good. As pretty much, hold on a second. As pretty much, as you proceed to kind of go down, people are kind of looking over at everything after that of this huge, immense kind of battle happened with that of dust going on, and you get that of a solid, as you hear of a solid defeat before your very eyes close at the moment as you hear a good grief, as you will get that of a kind of in the dust, a red coat put over you at the very moment as you guys will start to feel that of a healing effect or a healing aura as you will proceed to essentially regenerate that of all of your HP uh, very swiftly due to basically that of magic being casted on here as the air kind of clears up, um, and the
As
jacket
soon as
over
I
you.
wake up, I go back.
Yep. As soon as you as soon as you wake up, pretty much you hear maybe like a slight as if something were to happen or not. Who knows? But in either case, you proceed to uh you will hear from that of the teacher with that of the battle ending. Excellent. As you see him still holding out his hands as if he's like proceeding to give you guys a kind of strange hold on a second, a strange kind of recovery. Well, you would almost guess to just be some type of recovery spell that's kind of essentially instantly giving you guys that of healing here, mending that of wounds even. As he goes, now you see, there's many things here that we can learn off of, but in first and foremost aspect, you should still give that of a hand and round of applause to the battle taken here. As you get that of a couple sounds of a couple of claps and excitement, as whatever magic class this was that was boring before has now turned into that of a small slight bit of bloodshed combined with that of an awesome magic like duel. Even if some were less magic than others, everyone excitements just go off and everyone's just this class actually is kind of cool. Yeah, yeah, this we love this class. And you hear from that Master Cal going, fantastic. I hope you keep enjoying this class, considering the fact that you will now all be owing me and doing me that of your next week, which you may do with whatever you want during the week because I will not be here. To write me that of a 3,000 word essay on exactly what you learned from here. Good luck. And
Including the people in the duel?
the immediate disapproval of everyone in the room. What?
Including the people in the duel?
Yes, quite frankly, the people in the duel should write me more. But I'm not going to ask that unless they want to.
You see, after he kind of finishes talking, Cece stands up and hands the jacket back to Momo, uh, and kind of just nods at him with like a nod of respect, and goes, "Did I earn that handshake?" And holds out a hand.
He kind of like puts his hat, like he kind of like reaches out for a second, but then goes towards his hat, pulls down the hat a little bit, and says, "You would have earned it definitely, but for now, we'll just say my sign of respect is keeping your secret." As he proceeds to leave the
I will
classroom bloodied.
I will say, as he's limping away, I'll be like, "Well, regardless, call me Cece."
He like obviously he's like healed up too, like both of you are healed up, but he was more of like exhausted, especially from the resources that he would have to technically have used to use Chomp Chomp. So with that being said, that kind of ends that class here, as you guys are left with this class of having pretty much a week of whenever you come back here, or whatever during the next week, having free time because the teacher will not be here because he says go write a 3,000 word essay and have fun. Yep.
Is it the end of the day then?
Huh?
Is it the end of the day then?
For the class for the classes?
Yeah.
Um, I mean technically, yeah. If you want to say it is, if you have anything you want to do, before I head back to John.
Yeah, it's just
Actually, not
CC
John yet.
makes CC unsummons Cool Crab. Um and finally, since it's the end of the day, makes her way to the club room in Moiri.
I nearly forgot. Okay.
Because Moiri said that they needed to speak at the end of the day.
Yep.
Holy shit, is that Dean Catlin?
And with that,
Sees
you will-
Caitlin walking out right as Cece's walking out.
I will say, once I get there, whenever I get there, you definitely see CC just like crackling with unspent magic. This is ominous music for this conversation.
The gramophone is just playing the most ominous music ever.
it's gotta be at all
I
times.
kind of walk in and I go, now before you say anything, this was sponsored by a teacher.
I was going to assume you had the basic intelligence to not openly fight another student in the school. If it was sponsored by
Well-
a teacher, then, well, not much I can do there.
You know what they say about assuming things.
No, I don't. And she immediately just turns away and pulls out Cece's report from like the top drawer of her desk and kind of sets it, turns it around and slides it towards Cece.
I grab it and I go, the way you kind of slid that made it seem like a drug deal. Is that what we're doing right now?
No.
So what did you need to see me about that you couldn't tell me in class?
Mori will. She kind of like leans back in her chair and kind of relaxes slightly, which is something she rarely does. Kind of looking away at Cece and kind of down at her hands and then back up. When I asked you for this paper, when we first met, your blatant aggression towards me and the words you have spoken about my family's history of funerary services left a mark on my views of you. Much of your views over much of Piltover are incredibly negative, and while some are well placed, not all of our people are as horrible as you would expect. Your words that you wrote of me as a goody two shoes Piltover sympathizer could not be further from the truth. In truth, I have a great appreciation for the people of Zon and have few acquaintances within the Undercity myself. Yet, this is not why I called you here. I stated that inspiration cannot be drawn from the self, that inspiration always comes from the world around you and the people you have known. Much of what I said is drawn from my own personal experience, from my inspiration drawn from the history of my family and the requirement to adapt to a world that could not stand my existence. I was wrong. I must apologize for how I treated you. How I treated your response to my initial question within my class. I picked you out amongst the entirety of all those present and made an example of you based off the experience of my past without looking at the experience of those around me. What you have written, to me, has given me a new view at these struggles, at a city that devours their own and drives them mad to survive. Yet, your determination to strive to be stronger and a better person for your own survival and betterment is an inspiration in and of itself. There is much of you that I do not know, and while I fully have no intention of getting attached with anyone within our small gathering, I doubt that you will give me such a luxury. I am curious to see as where you shall grow, as to where you shall make yourself known, not as a Zonite mad with arcane power, as those who have come before, but as an inspiration to those who shall look to you as what you shall be. A legend, as you wrote. That said, there is much to be said about your proficiency with writing and grammar. And she pulls out literally a fucking thesaurus and literally a dictionary and slides them to you. And
You
then
see-
relaxes back in her seat.
You see Cece, who at the start of this conversation was leaning the chair off of like just the classic
Had her
lean.
feet like kicked
Yeah.
up on the table,
Yeah,
like chair
and
leaned off like the first two legs.
and a half smirk, just like getting ready for whatever you had to say. Kind of halfway through, kind of leans down and loses the smile, and you, by the end just takes the dictionary and thesaurus without a word and kind of just, oh, well, shit.
Mori makes no physical response, but she is kind of gripping the arms of her chair a little tightly.
Can't say I expected it to get that real from you.
There are many things you may not expect from me. I
To
not
be
to
fair,
interrupt you.
yeah, go ahead.
Continue.
We gotta just both stop for a second. Cece goes,
Mori, yeah. Jesus
well,
fucking
to be
Christ.
fair, to be fair, when I wrote the Piltover synthesizer and nothing good about Piltover part, I hadn't yet joined study club and met Melinda and stuff. And though she has an obvious crush on somebody who doesn't like me, uh, she's pretty cool and kind of stuck up and prudish and won't let me do pranks. And Cece just starts rambling about a student that is in your class, but also you probably haven't given that much thought about.
The fucking Medarda? Mm-mm. No, Mori has written that shit down.
Well, what Cece assumes you haven't given that much thought about
Mhm.
because she doesn't necessarily know the significance of that name.
She just listens, and you can see about like halfway through the rambling of, yeah, there's this girl, and she has a friend that totally has a crush on her, but she's not like into me. She's kind of a dick. Or, like you just see Maury's eyes kind of glaze over just a little bit, and then comes back as she lets go of the arm of the chair and she's reaches into her pocket and just starts fiddling with the stopwatch. Uh, and she zones back slowly into the conversation. She
Anyway,
holds up
what
her
happened with you? Yeah.
she holds up her hand to kind of stop Cece a little bit, the one that isn't holding the stopwatch. To interrupt you before I go more mad myself, I fixed the stopwatch that we found. And either through a state of utter delirium or what I cannot explain, Heimerdinger showed himself to me. Briefly, for all of a couple of minutes.
You see Cece, who even she knows who Heimerdinger is, kind of just looks around the room and goes, so where'd he go?
As far as I can tell, he appears to have gotten himself stuck in a paradoxical state, as of which him being here was a incredible event of itself. We do not know the exact cause of it, and I do not know the exact cause of his disappearance either. Yet he did speak that his continued existence within this place would be of a disastrous result.
No, I
Would
said an
produce
arcane
disastrous
event.
results.
What the fuck?
Does Cece hear that?
Nope.
Yeah, it does.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Maury's eyes snap away to wherever the fuck that came, to the other chair. And then she snaps her eyes back to Cece and then points. Can you see him?
Cece kind of just looks over and goes, so remember when you said about the delirious part?
Yes, but I have not come under the influence of any drugs, or at least an assumed
Listen,
madness.
I think I can say it's fair that I'm kind of the magic expert of the group, and I'm telling you that time magic is something that doesn't really that doesn't not really a thing. Now I could do you a favor and try casting Dispel Magic on the stopwatch, but
I feel like that would only damage it further, and I just got this fixed.
Well, I mean,
God.
dispel magic, if he's part of a paradox, I could at least try and dispel it. And even if I fail, it at least lets me know that there's magic in there.
He does make quite a point. Have you ever thought of hiring him
So-
as a protege?
Be Cece's a girl.
You
She
can't
turns
see
to
past the
Heimerdinger,
goggles.
raises kind of a bit of an eyebrow, and then back to CC. It's one of the founders of Piltover is speaking to me from the chair opposite of you. While my family does have an extended history of madness, I thought I was unaffected by it, or at least was yet to be. Clearly, that is no longer a reality.
Oh no, the space-time continuum is quite in trouble.
And what would you like me to do about that? She says as she turns
Uh,
to Heimerdinger.
You see Cece opens the thesaurus and goes, "Well, excrement. That sucks for you."
Well, you see, I don't quite exactly know what it is that we can do still. I'm still coming down to potential hypothesis. However, I don't see any problems with trying to do anything you possibly can to stop this event. It will only be a matter of time before things get, well, as they would say, strange.
The Strange and Sinclairs go together. She holds out the stopwatch to Cece for Cece to hold.
I kind of
And
just
Do you let go of
motion
the
very
stop?
hesitantly.
I
Yeah.
motion for you to just put it on the table though, because Cece goes, "No, I'm not that much of a dick. I know how important it is to you. Just put it on the table and I'll do my thing." And I wiggle some fingers.
So, you put it on the table,
Wait.
right?
Yes.
Mori,
Well, yes.
Mori puts it onto the table for Cece to do her thing. As soon as you put it down on the table, you do not see Heimerdinger.
She stops for a moment. Let's wait. Cece, pick up the watch.
Is this a trick question? Because I know it's important to you, and before you wouldn't even let me touch it.
Pick up the watch. And if anything happens, you will know.
Cece hesitantly picks up the watch.
Shiny
Anything?
watch.
I look at Moiri and I go, "Well, I picked up the watch."
She motions for it to be handed back.
Before that, can I cast Dispel Magic and then hand it back to her?
Question: is Dispel Magic an area of effect? Or
No, I can. It could be, but I can also choose one creature, object, or magical effect
Oh,
within
my God.
range. So I just choose the stopwatch. So basically, if it's third or lower, which is obviously not, it auto fails. Like it auto goes away. But for anything after that, it's DC is 10 plus the spell level. I assume it's like 10. So if anything, I would need a nat 20. But also, it's a MacGuffin, so I might not even be able to do it anyway.
All right.
Is that damage?
So, CC, you proceed to use that of Dispel Magic on this. And as you proceed to use that of Dispel Magic, you're like waving your little fingers, trying to get whatever magic is, and you feel some weird type of connection to this. This connection seems to be some arcane magic-like connection, but it's not quite magic. It doesn't make quite sense. But as you're going through it, you using that to spell magic, you start to see that of a few visions yourself. The difference being is the visions that you see, it seems to be that of some type of place. It seems to be that of Piltover and Zon, or at least what could be and could not be at the same time. As you see half the city being that of Piltover, half the city being that of Zon, torn together but torn apart but put together, between that of what seems to be very white light cracks throughout the entire city. And seeing that of this city, you will also see that of a bunch of different type of people that you can see not quite right, whether it be some type of anomaly that you can't quite tell, but it almost seems like a bunch of miserable people being led around by black like entities. And I say black like entities because you just look down and they're kind of like they're silhouetted black that you can't like see them, but you can like see their silhouettes.
I kind of,
And
as this is happening, I go, well, it's certainly magical. This is weird.
and the more and more you try to get a clear picture and look, the more and more it hurts to a point to where you see that of an eye looking back at you, as you didn't notice it at first, but this purple like eye you see stares into what feels like your very soul as you bleed from that of the nose, as you will take that of 37 points of psychic damage.
I immediately go unconscious.
Mori,
Blood from the nose, blood from the eyes, blood from the ears.
I'm gonna
Mori's
say I'm
unconscious.
blasted. I'm gonna say I'm blasted backwards off the chair onto the floor.
Boom.
Does it happen?
Does the dispel magic happen? You don't know. You're
No.
unconscious.
Does again, as I last DM dude, does it happen?
Yes.
So before you go, you see CC get blasted back from the chair, and immediately blood starts pouring from every surface. But maybe more importantly, is her entire form seems to shimmer, and it's almost like the blast, knocked something off of her, as her hair grows in a truly wild and unkempt state, still red, and the tips of her hands and feet turn ice blue, and up her body. And probably the most important part is you see a lizard tail appear from underneath her robes as she's blasted into unconsciousness.
what? Mori.
By the way, I just want to point out that blast echoes.
Mori immediately jumps out of her chair and
He's
like
death gripping the
over
stopwatch.
over the desk and then over to Cece and immediately uses Cece's just out, yeah? Just unconscious?
Yep.
Yeah, am I making death saving throws?
Immediately uses her
Mori's-
med kit.
Mori, I assume, has the capability and time to basically save you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would just you would be making throws.
Okay.
But with
Yeah,
that,
she
I will
uses
say you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want, but this is where the scene will essentially end here.
Oh,
fine.
okay. Cool.
I mean, well, do
Well,
we
that's what I'm
RP a
saying
little
is,
bit?
is this is your time.
Yeah.
Um,
You immediately come back up to 1 hit point as I spend 1 energy to do that.
you see as I wake up, my eyes snap open. I'm confused for a second, but then notice I'm on the floor and kind of just put a hand back to my head and seem to feel my hair as my eyes widen and I see you standing there, and in a blink, CC is back to normal.
Mori doesn't seem surprised. I mean, she rarely ever shows any kind of emotion to begin with. But even now, in this moment, there's a what you could possibly ever guess is maybe a slight worry in her eyes, but it's as she is literally patching you up at that moment, and you also regain 2 times my intelligence modifier.
On top of everything else, Maury, give me a medicine check.
Shit.
Assuming you are proficient.
Yes.
Woo! You're not proficient in that one. So this check wasn't for physical. It was for to be like, okay, what happened? How, like, what type of damage you take? How it happened? You don't know any of that.
Yeah, she's more focused on actually patching CC up, and you do heal a total of 10 damage as I use my medical kit. Once more.
Thank you.
I will-
UCCC. Yeah, go ahead.
I will just mention CC probably would also have that of like a splitting headache for a while, maybe some blurred vision.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
CC has
gain
way too
10
much
HP.
adrenaline. Don't worry about that. UCCC kind of shoves the stopwatch back into your hands, and goes. She looks more serious than she's ever looked before, and goes, "If you tell anyone about what you saw, I'll kill you."
We all have the secrets. You have no need to worry.
I'm human.
And she is dead serious. And Mori responds, "As am I."
UCCC kind of stares at you for a second. You can say whatever you want to say, but she does cast detect thoughts on you just to get your surface thoughts, just to see if you're telling the truth or not.
Is that
From a matter of perspective.
The saving throw is only if you go deep thoughts, which CC wouldn't do.
No, I was just wondering if they would see this.
I'll subtle.
Oh, if
CC
you
would
subtle
subtle
spell it, then yeah. But I was like, otherwise, you just going in front of your face.
No, I'll just. And you can say whatever you. This is RP mostly, but.
From a matter of perspective, Mori is telling the truth.
It's just your surface thoughts.
Yeah, she is human. And she does swear that she will keep that promise. If there's anything that is definite, there is utter truth in that.
You see CC kind of just nods and goes, she kind of just breathes deeply and goes, "What's ever in that watch is something beyond anything I've ever seen. Not that I've seen a lot, but I kind of just have a good understanding of this, and this is something more than you seeing a dead professor."
Mori definitely takes the watch and just kind of hooks it back onto her clothing and slips it right back into her pocket.
Oh dear, what happened here?
She turns over to Heimerdinger and she raises a finger to him in kind of a way of, wait a minute. As she turns back kind of a little bit to Cece. Let's finish getting you patched up. And
Fine.
do you have any way of cleaning up the blood on the chair and the floor?
I mean, she kind of looks at it, and she kind of looks a little bit embarrassed and goes, I mean, I can mage hand and have a mop, but that's the same thing as mopping.
And I mop in the bucket will work. And was anything that was damaged by the blast or anything like that, she'll just fix it with mending, and she will very, very quickly run to her to the storage room and grab like a bucket and a mop and clean up the mess that was made as swiftly as she can, because that was a very loud bang.
Yes, you will notice that obviously after a few moments of cleaning up the blood, that of people starting to knock and wondering what's going on.
Maury will go up to the door and reassure everybody everything is okay. There was some things mixed together and it had the wrong reaction. It will be avoided in the future. There was no serious damage to anybody within the room or of any objects itself. And she will shut the door and pretty much fucking lock it after that. Making sure
Just-
that
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, you go ahead. Making sure that like Cece's kind of moved out of the way.
I just
first,
wanted
so-
to say to finish the scene, Cece would minor illusion and like just try and physically show you what she saw.
Maury
like
had
the
a similar
two
vision to
cities.
that with the eye and the what was it?
I'm
It was
gonna
the-
say you can explain anything you want. The eye is something that's almost inexplainable. Like the depth of it, of like the immense intensity or like the power of it, the feeling behind it. Like it's something you can't explain. But you know you
and
attempt
kind of like that one scene in Doctor Strange when he falls through his own eye, kind of deal. Like it's
Yeah,
such
I
an
don't
intensity and
understand.
volume that it breaks your head.
I just
Oh,
don't,
I need
don't
to get
understand
a
how to
video.
explain it, no matter how you try to put it, but it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
more
yeah.
so I more so just do it for the showing the city part.
Yeah.
Hmm. S- hmm. Yeah, I think that's what that's where we'll
Yeah.
finish that up off at.
Fantastic.
Um,
We got John here.
Yeah.
Fantastic, because we're going to switch it up things here as we
I
go
didn't even
back.
realize my camera turned off.
As we go back to Vandal City.
Back to Vandal City. Whole different quest going, a whole different arc.
Look, I've told this to my friends and all. We have a quest line. My character's just on a side quest somewhere off the fuck all where.
All right, so
Why and how? I don't know.
passing by, going through here. There's a few things. I feel like it's gonna be a lot more of a swifter ending than what I want. But we're gonna go through a good few things here. We'll see how it goes. So, you, John, with that of you be on your side, on your pretty much on that of your shoulder, proceed on through here, and looking around, just a quick glance, you can see that of a bunch of smaller, furry-like creatures that are nearly the same sizes as you meet here, except probably a bit bigger, but not by much. As you hear that of a very happy sound, as it sounds like festivals constantly going on, just the feeling of warmth going on in the place, and a very vast mystery behind it, looking at that of the very, very obvious magical energy going around, whether it be looking like that of whatever portal you just entered, being that of a bunch of different other portals on that of a huge tree you're looking at, or all the magic like plant life, all the like you step on like a daisy and it goes ouchie.
No, I'm sorry. John's gonna remove his foot from the daisy and like walk around it. And before looking at the cat on his shoulder and just go, "Ma'am, What do you mean by Bandle City?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Is that not obvious? We're in Battle City.
I don't know what Bandle City is.
You've never heard of Bandle City?
No.
Oh. Well, it's probably best that you don't. Let's go.
And the creatures around us. Is that like... Do they look similar to whatever Cece's other friend is called? Beatrice or whatever?
Yes, they look similar. However, they're not. Like, they look similar, but they're like, all of them look like a Yordle that you've never seen before. And there's even as you're kind of like going through trying to follow that of Yumi's guidance still, you even get that of one of these Yordles coming up to you with that of like with blue like skin, ears that kind of point up a little bit here and there, as this person goes, would you like some cookies? Freshly baked. They're oatmeal raisin buttercups.
As much as I would appreciate it,
They're really
I
good.
don't think I could.
They smell good.
But I understand that. But I don't think I have the time to stop by right now.
Oh,
Apologies.
what if I had fish cookies? Yumi looks, fish cookies?
That doesn't change anything.
No, hold up a minute now. That changes a lot of things.
Alright.
Show us the fish cookies.
Didn't you say that we weren't supposed to stay here, ma'am?
And would you just ever pass up a fish cookie? My point stands.
Why do I need to stop looking at the guidance. What am I doing?
You proceed to have a sit down while Yui enjoys that of her fish cookie snacks. As you get a couple people even starting to kind of surround you a little bit, not as you being kind of more newer to this place and unfamiliar to this place, other people going like, ooh, where are you? Who are you? Why are you? How are you? Are you here?
My name.
Are you here? Are we over there? What's your name? How you doing? You feel under the weather today? We can help you with food if you want. Need a place to stay? It's all right. We got you. Are you okay? Feeling there?
Nice to meet you all. My name is John Wick. First name John, last name Wick. This is my current guide, Yumi, and he gestures towards the cat.
Nom nom.
I do believe that we are here. I don't know where here is.
You seem like a little bit of a slower talker.
More so lost. Where is Bandle City exactly?
Oh, that's the easy one. It's outside the planes of reality.
What now?
Well, I just told you, silly. We're outside the planes of reality. It's like 101 they teach you here.
It's first time here,
Oh,
and I've
that
never
would make
heard
more
of
sense.
this place before. So yes,
As you see the fish cookies have been finished up. Yep. We got a place to go now. Come on.
I see. Well then, I will stop getting in all of your way, and
Would y'all
my guide-
happen to know where the next place to go is again? I forget which portal to go again. They all seem pretty helpful and do help guide towards the right portal. as you pretty much get that of a bunch of happy little people pretty much bringing you to that of a portal. Yubi goes, well, I guess it was technically nice coming back here for a moment, but only because they gave me fudge cookies. You should have tried some cookies. They're pretty good. You're more of a muffin guy. You seem like kind of
You
like
never
a
explained
very
to me
normal
where
muffin.
here is, what the people around us are. I don't. What part of I'm entirely lost did we not understand? I went from lost underneath Piltover to lost outside reality.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
I'm just a dude.
What's that mean?
I'm just a guy.
Well, so is
was-
that person over there. That's a guy, I think.
Look, I don't even. Is the next portal going to or near Piltover
Well,
or something?
you're gonna have to strap up for a small journey, because we're gonna have to go through some places. So, it's time to get going.
I hope you'll explain yourself today before we part ways. And John's
Who
just gonna
knows?
walk.
All right. So, I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm gonna stop this music. The reason why I'm gonna stop this music is because I'm gonna say, for what may happen next here, I would like for anybody watching this or anybody for any of you guys to pretty much go to your background, go to your YouTube, whatever you listen to music on, and proceed to put on let me just make sure I said something. Oh yeah, and then proceed to put on some travel music as you want. Maybe some like Bye Bye Miss American Pie or something like Mr. Blue Sky, something like that. And just as you're putting it on, as you're putting on the music, it's turning it down maybe in the background, listening to me. I'm just gonna tell you how this is about to go. You, John, proceed on into that of the portal with Yumi here. Going through that of the portal, you start to have to deal with some things that you didn't want to technically try to deal with at first, as you find yourself not being able to breathe underwater. You can't breathe. You're trying to go for air. You see in the background some sharks coming in, coming in to try to bite you as Yumi's pointing over to a place. You guys swimming over to it. As we go off to the next scene, freezing and holding on to that of penguins for warmth, followed by that of guess what's back? Some more land sharks. As you're trying to escape from them too. Going on even beyond that, we come down to some relaxation between that of John and Yumi here. Having a nice little kind of like bubble bath almost, looking over, forgetting, oh yeah, there's mummies in this Aztec-like spa. As you proceed to start to run away Scooby-Doo style into the next scene, as you were now hiding out from Noxian soldiers under that of a broken wagon. Stop, 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 stop. People looking for people, and Yumi goes, shh, don't tell anybody. You don't want them to know we're here. You gotta be very quiet.
Where are we?
It's alright, the next place is right over there. And then you get to the next place, and she goes, alright, now you gotta polka dance to open it.
What is a polka dance?
Teaches you, she will straight up teach you how to do the dance for the ritual for the portal to open. As we go into the next scene, going to you sailing the waves, as you will see that of two big yellow like eyes opening up from the deep, with also sharks still chasing you. Then we go on to next, where we would see that of you, John, hiding from that of what seems to be like some type of weird arrow some type of weird era as you're kind of like behind that of some wooden like panels that can slide as you're kind of watching off to where it seems to be like you're looking over some ninjas as we kind of zoom out the camera a little bit to kind of see ninjas that are like preparing to fight you guys as you didn't see those ninjas type of deal. And then we go into that in the next frame as we see you even praying to that of some type of moon goddess with that of you be right by your side, going through all of these wacky like small adventures until you finally lead to an opening which you find yourself into that of the janitor's closet of the University of Piltover. You will find yourself finally back after an extreme amount of effort that had to be put into coming back here, with Yui giving you
Why do you?
a small, well, we're finally here, I think.
Why do you never tell me where we're going?
Because where the fun would be that be? Come on now, think smarter.
The first place we went to was underwater.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of water, but to start,
We had sharks 3 times.
eh, we survived though.
God have mercy.
I don't
If
even
you-
know what we needed to hide.
It would just be better to get to the next place. In either case,
No, actually, what was the last one? What do you mean, new god?
you don't remember when we had to pray to the moon goddess to get to the next place?
Oh my god.
By
I'm
a devout
Still catching
Christian
up
now.
to the.
Anyways,
What you
I think
call them
you
again?
should
Ninjas?
I think you should like take a little bit of a small thing, maybe a little bit of a small kind of what do you call it? Vacation. Yeah, that's what you should do. You should go on a vacation. You probably earned it for yourself. Anyways, you have fun. I'm gonna head back now.
You. It was. It was definitely a time to have met you.
Likewise.
Are you
Bye
gonna
bye
take the
now.
book with you,
And
man?
she and the book, she specifically she takes like specifically the book comes down and it kind of like opens up the basically a brand new portal right in front of her, saying, "All right, I'm in back now," which is a completely different way than what you guys went through. As she goes through the portal with the book, and the portal behind her closes.
The only thing to explain this is the vengeance. And you know what? That's a cat. This makes sense. The judge just gonna walk out of the janitor's closet. How long has it been?
For you time was so much different for you, especially in different places. It probably was like a month for you, but for here it was only like a couple weeks. And with John coming back here, I'm going to say a couple of things here. First and foremost, everybody here, this is technically the end of the session. So with that being said, it is time for you everybody to get that of their level ups. We level up today.
Yeah, I was about to say if John doesn't get a level up off of that.
But secondly, John, I
right.
assume that you want to use those upgrade parts.
Ah, you'd assume wrong.
Not yet. No.
No, not on the flintlocks.
All right. Hey, I said they
I
they evolve, so like that's just up to you.
Yes, I'm well aware. That's exactly why we're waiting till John gets what he's trying to acquire as a weapon. The flintlock, objectively speaking, is
I could
super outdated.
I guess I can definitely tell you one of those weapons that you're trying to look for, I believe, is potentially in there. But I'm not gonna say anything about that. If you don't want to use it, you don't gotta use it. In either case, I wanted to say that you guys all leveled up, as that is essentially the end of today's session. As John is finally back. John is finally back. Woo!
Oh, hey, John.
I want to keep playing so fucking bad.
But John
The
is
fact that
finally
we only
back.
get one more, the fact we only get one more session and then you have to go on a 2 break is frankly criminal.
Yeah, I know, right?
It is truly criminal, but I will say potentially what we would get into back here for that of the next session would be getting into some clubs and club activities, maybe, or maybe even potentially continuing the plot. Who knows? In the first place, it was nice having everybody here. Sorry for this shorter session, but definitely got some things to do, and I hope everyone has a good night. I'll see all y'all later. Bye bye.